This time on NTS Adventures.
Something a little better here. Something a little better here. Caught my transducer. Oh! Big old pike. I don't think I can sit here and watch this. I gotta go help that brother. Can't do it, man. I'm literally bouncing this jig off of one of those fish's head. I'm not joking. And he's not doing anything about it. Oh, maybe he wants to try now. Life is good!
What do you say? You and me? Go for a nice little, what? It's 7:50.
Americans over the last 10 years have gotten much better. Canada for a play, and then we played them again for a championship, and then Sidney Crosby scored in overtime. Yeah, years. So that's the thing. I'm also like looking at
I tell you what, friends, whew, no exaggeration at all. I haven't felt cold on my face like this since my days up in the Arctic on sovereignty patrol. For those of you that watch the channel know I spent 3 years in the Arctic exercising sovereignty of this fine nation of ours, AK flying the flag, logged 488 days on the back of a snow machine everywhere from the Baffin Island to the high Yukon. And I can tell you right now, man, I haven't felt cold like this since that day. It's kind of bringing me back. I love it. This was what makes us hard. This is what makes us who we are. Woo! I'm gonna get my tent set up here. It's freezing out, man. Gonna get that beaver going. Gonna get nice and warm. I got lots of work to do. There's a lot of snow on the lake. Probably about a foot, maybe 2 feet. I won't really know until I start digging. But man, let's get her done so we can get some fish. Stay tuned. Tell you, man, when it's this cold and windy, you really can't mess around. It's actually not a joke. I get that I'm not in the middle of nowhere, but I am by myself. We got to get to work here. Got to get some of this snow moved, get this hut up. Fingers are starting to get cold, face is starting to get cold. She's sharp out here. I tell you, friends, what a difference from when Mark and I were out here last time. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but I was bragging about the fact that there was very little snow on this lake and people were bringing minivans out here. My friends, that's not the case today. I got lots of work to do here. There's a lot of snow. We got to get her moved and get on with this. Definitely got to put a couple screws in here today. Otherwise, that tent will be gone. I got the first one in, which is the toughest. Got to hold on to the tent with one hand and drill that in. I'll try and get another couple in here. Try and get some snow on these flaps. Well, that was one of the most challenging setups I've ever done. This year for sure, if not this year, probably in the last couple of years. I'm not kidding, man. With that deep snow and that wind, throwing a couple injuries here and there, whew, that was a lot of work. Anyway, gotta get things fired up in here. We'll start jigging. Hang on. Semi-dialed in here. Gonna set up my rods, start doing a little bit of jigging. I don't even know if I'm gonna put a dead stick out today, to be honest with you. I probably will, but right now I'm not feeling it. That wind is sharp, man. And it's just hard. It's just hard moving around in all this snow. And I've said it before, I'll say it 1,000 times, you know. You do have to have a degree of fitness to do this, especially this type of ice fishing. Coming out here and moving all that snow and kind of holding the tent with one hand, the drill with another. It's a little bit challenging. I'm not suggesting I'm an athlete by any means, but you definitely have to have a degree of fitness. Anyway, I'm gonna get the fish finder dialed in here, get her cleaned up, see if we mark some fish, and start jigging. Had a hit. Oh, missed him. This sandwich cost me a fish. Aha. Aha. I'm on the board. I'm on the board. I knew what was going on down there was little baby perch. That's okay. You know what? Maybe there's a couple big brothers or big sisters down there. What do you say, Mr. Perch? You think that's the case? Yeah, that's the case. Well, where there's perch, there's predators. So I made a bit of an error. Pretty significant error, actually. In my haste to get set up, because it was so cold, I just trusted my own memory of the lake. My own knowledge, if you will. But it failed me. Because what I thought was about 40 feet is only 7 feet. So I'm fishing in 7, almost 8 feet of water here. Not ideal for lake trout, but never say never. I'm not going to move now, obviously, too much work. But I am marking fish, and I have had a couple hits. So I don't know if I'm getting into some perch, but maybe there's a possibility some walleye will come up on here. I kind of know where I am now that I've calmed down and situated and looked at the land. I'm just on the edge of this big, it's a big reef actually that comes out, but I actually got a big mark down there. Better go see what I can do with this before I carry on. Big mark, big mark. So anyway, I'm just gonna fish it. I'm gonna man up here in a bit. I'm just kind of procrastinating. I'm gonna get geared up and I'm gonna go put a dead stick behind me. That drop off isn't far behind me. I'm really only off here by about 20 feet. So it was an honest mistake. But like I said, I'm not gonna relocate now. There's no way. It's too cold. It's too much work. I'll fish 8 feet. Hope for the best. Put a dead stick back there that hopefully will be in 30 or 40. It's not too far away, and then we'll go from there. That was a beautiful mark, man. Where did he go? So what has happened is you can see where all these huts were. And that should have been my first clue. I'm not too smart at times, right? Sometimes I just got to shake my head, and if it falls off, I got to give her a good swift kick. That should have been my first clue, that was the edge of this big reef here. You can see another hut down there. So basically from where my dead center of this screen to all the way back to this snow machine is a big, it's a big reef. I fished it in the summer for smallmouth, did okay. But I'm guessing these people out here are out on the edge of that. And I thought I was gonna be there by moving over here, but I missed it. So, I gotta get out there somewhere, not too far, punch a hole, and get my dead stick in, put a good, nice loud bell on it, and hopefully I'll be able to get something. This is one of those days where I really hope that I don't get a lot of action on my dead stick. But I gotta put it out on principle, man. Whew. Hope that's not too blurry. Put a big old spoon on the bottom there. Lots of worm. Big chunks of worm. These have been frozen, thawed, frozen, thawed. I don't think it really makes a difference, to be honest with you. As long as it's a piece of meat. It's worked for me in the past. I know you may not believe me, but that's all right. There we go, just a big old mess. Something for them to kind of snoop around. Big old mess. Woo! Can't have your gloves off long, man. Freeze you to the bone. All right. Oh. You guys want to see somebody hardcore? I don't know if you can make them out from here. I just noticed some dude coming across the lake, walking his toboggan, head down, just giving her. There he is. You guys see him? I'm almost tempted to go hook up and help him. Jesus, that's a hard pull. Holy cripes. I don't think I can sit here and watch this. I gotta go help that brother. Can't do it, man. Dude just wants to go fishing. I'm gonna go help him out. Can't help it. Pull somewhere? Yeah. Yeah, I saw you pushing, pulling hard there. I thought, man. I said to myself, I'm gonna help a brother get on the lake, man. Yeah, no problem, man. What's your name? Colin. Little bigger. Not much, a little bit. Keep upsizing, keep upsizing. Come on, big guys. Bigger mark there, right hand side. You can see how we scoop down. Probably chasing after my lure, or my jig rather. Or he might have been swimming up, actually. Now that I see that. Go. Something a little better here. Something a little better here. Caught my transducer. Oh! Big old pike. Big old pike. I knew one of those would come around eventually. Anyway, not too bad. A lot of fun. He came in and he hit that hard, man. Boom! He was wrapping up in my transducer and everything. I didn't have time to get her out. But anyway, stuff like that'll make my day. No problem. There you go, buddy. Whew. Oh. Right. I guess I had him on. All along. 3 small perch and a bite. Not what we're looking for, but I'll take it. 8 feet of water. Oh well. These things happen, man. Ay, 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 ay. This is one after another of these guys. That's 4. But I'm hoping the good news is what just happened 2 perch ago was a decent size, well, small pike, let's call it what it is. 1.5, maybe 2 pound pike came in. But the good news about that is with all these perch coming in here, some predator fish will be coming up eventually and finding them. I can see the perch down there. There's about 6 of them right around my jig. We're only in 8 feet of water here and it's clear. I'm literally bouncing this jig off of one of those fish's head. I'm not joking. And he's not doing anything about it. Oh, maybe he wants to try now. Yeah. Well, I guess it worked. Anyway, there's a lot of them down there. I don't think there's anything big though, but I guess it's keeping me entertained. Well, my friends, that's it for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Once again, nothing too serious. The original plan was to come out with Mark and his son Jason, do some lake trout fishing and get some drone footage for a change, as Jason has that, but they broke down, so it didn't work out, but that's okay. Mark was gracious enough to loan me his snow machine to get out here in this drifty old lake. Had fun though, I really did. I caught about a dozen perch, kept me occupied. I didn't feel them catching them all, honestly, because they were so small and one pike. So exciting enough, but my screw up, set my tent up too shallow. But at the end of the day, you guys know me, I don't really care. It's like my friend Mark sometimes says, he doesn't care, find me a puddle and I'll drill a hole and sit on it. True story, it's all about getting out. You guys know what I say, life is hard. Have fun and support your troops. So see you next time on NTS Adventures. Calling out. Life is good.